The Mozambican chapter of the Regional Press Freedom Organization, Media Institute of Southern Africa, has handed a petition to the Attorney General's office in Maputo, calling for strong action to remove impunity for crimes against journalists. The petition comes 4 days after the assassination of journalist Joao Chamusse at his house in Maputo's Katembe municipal district. The petition says the government was indifferent to frequent violence against journalists, including murder. It encouraged the Attorney General's office and other justice institutions to take more serious and responsible steps to put an end to the impunity with which such crimes are committed. The institute adds that the Public Prosecutor's Office's failure to conduct significant criminal investigations just feeds impunity, encourages attacks against media professionals, and institutionalizes fear in Mozambican society. Now, Amando Natumbo, Communication and Advocacy Officer of the Media Institute of Southern Africa, Mozambican chapter, joins me to talk more about this. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good afternoon, and thank you for having me.
What specific actions in MISA is being called for, and most especially for the Attorney General of Mozambique, to address the issue of impunity for crimes against journalists?
Well, what we are demanding is very simple. We are demanding the Attorney General to take a proactive role in addressing the crimes against journalists. What we need is that they can investigate and clarify these crimes, because we need to put an end on these crimes against journalists. We can't normalize assassination of journalists. As you know, journalism is not a crime, and we cannot be a country where journalists are being killed with no consequence. Because here we are not just killing journalists, we are also killing our democracy. And that's why we need to put an end on these killings that are happening here in Mozambique against journalists.
Can you provide more information about the case of the journalist who was killed for doing his work? What were the circumstances surrounding the incident?
It is not clear yet the reason why Joao Chamusse was killed last week. His body was found in his home, and obviously he was assaulted during the night. What we are demanding, and this is the message in our petition to the Attorney General, is that the authorities needs to do a serious investigation to clarify this case, because we had another assassinations before where the authority didn't give a credible clarification on that. So what we are saying as MISA Mozambique is that we need to have a clarification for Joao Chamusse assassination and the other case. So it's just by clarifying this case we can avoid this association that people are doing now in terms of the motivation of this assassination, because people are saying that Joao Chamusse was killed because of their work as a journalist. And what we are saying is that we need this clarification coming from the authorities.
Amando Natumbo, thank you so much for talking to us.
Thank you.